is Wednesday morning. It is not even 8 o'clock yet. I am on my way to first grab some coffee and some water. I got water. Grab some coffee. And I am going to do the Walker Sisters Trail. This trail in and out is about 3 miles, but lots of elevation. I had planned to walk the Gatlinburg Trail this morning, but I felt a little bit more adventurous. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I am going to run into this gas station, though. It's a cute little gas station. I love coming to this. Dark rose, buddy. Alright, so that sign right there says that the Walker Sisters cabin is closed. Bummer. I really wanted to check it out, but they've been in the middle of remodeling it for a while. So this incline right here, it doesn't look too bad on camera, but trust me, it is difficult. I had about 20 pounds on my back in a backpack while walking up this incline. It had been raining in the mountains for quite a few days, so I expected everything to be waterlogged, but this area was pretty good. This incline, didn't have any running water, no dangerous spots or anything like that. Now, the first time that I attempted this incline to get to the little Greenbriar school, it was so hard for me. I haven't walked this incline since, and I tried to avoid it because it's a difficult trek. I mean, the elevation gain right here for a short amount of time is pretty good. But as you can see, I put one foot in front of the other and just keep on going. And as I walked along, I seen some really pretty stuff. The colors are still really green. Out in the woods, the colors are also still really vibrant. Now, most of the leaves on the trees are gone, but there are still some left. So if you decide to walk this way, you're going to find some pleasant surroundings. I also wasn't really cold either, which was surprising. Now, at this point, it started to get higher and higher. And much to my surprise, I was not exhausted. My legs are really strong. And I am really proud of myself, how far I have come and how easy things are becoming for me. Super excited. That means come spring, it's going to be time to do those longer trails, those harder trails. I'm trying to do the 900 miler, and I'm being realistic. There's a lot of stuff that I'm not going to be able to do because it snows up here. But right now I'm going to take full advantage. And right here was a really nice place to hike. This was a pretty steep part. And once I turn that corner right up there, you're going to start seeing Little Greenbriar School. Now, usually I take the Metcalf Bottom Trail and go in the back way and then go up to Walker Sisters' cabin. However, I wanted to challenge myself, and I did. And I'm glad I did. I feel absolutely great right now. So once you start getting past this corner, is when you'll start seeing some real beauty. It was absolutely gorgeous out here this morning. At this point, it's not even 8 o'clock in the morning. And it was so quiet. The birds are chirping. I did not see any bears. I still do not have any bear spray. But the serenity that you find in these mountains when you are hiking is absolutely unbelievable. All right, so it is at this point where I made it to Little Greenbriar School. And I took a pause to look around and check out the scenery, make sure there was no bears. And it was absolutely silent. There was nobody, for about a mile away. And I was by myself. It was absolutely beautiful and serene. And I just loved it. I loved every bit of it. I love every bit of this place completely. So it was right about this point where I decided not to go to the Walker sisters' cabin. They had the gate closed. Now, I knew the cabin was closed. I wasn't going to go inside there or bother anything. I just wanted to get some good footage of the outside and the grounds that the cabin was on. If you've never been to the Walker sisters' cabin, it's just a really beautiful, serene area to hang out in. And they've got a bench on the porch and stuff like that. But the gate's closed. They're pretty serious about people not walking back there. So, of course, I decided not to walk back there. I decided to spend a little bit of time at the Little Greenbriar School area, which I'm glad I did. It was really serene, and I've seen some very interesting stuff that you guys will check out. Right here, I am going into the schoolyard. This place is very rich in history. If you're a nature person, that's one of the first things that you'll recognize as soon as you come upon this area. Not just because of the cabin and the beauty of the mountains and the way everything looks, but the feeling that it gives you. And that's what I love most about these mountains is the feeling that I get when I'm here. Now, I kind of contemplated going into the cabin because it was still really early and really dark. But why not face your fears, right? Nothing in there to be scared of. Anyway, I decided to go on in and pop a squat and just relax for a few moments to decide which way on the trail I was going to go back. And I went out towards the cemetery. Nobody's allowed to go in there right now. It looks like that they're trying to preserve it, which is important as well as trying to repair it a little bit. Through this area, this is the back of the Little Greenbriar School. There's a little trail back there, super cute. It leads to a bridge and some water, and I wanted to try to get a good shot of that bridge. I also needed to tie my shoe, so I found the stump on a tree and did exactly that. So dark in here, you can barely see. My trusty old backpack. Everybody thinks they have to have something fancy, and they don't. I've got 4-pound weights in there, along with all my stuff, so I'm going to say there's a good, 6, 7, maybe probably 10 pounds. I got to get up to 50, but right now that backpack will do. I'm really proud of the fact that I was able to walk that huge incline of a hill in just a matter of maybe like 5-10 minutes. I made it here. It didn't take long at all. 10, 15, not even that. I was really surprised because when I first tried to walk up this hill, a couple summers ago, not this past summer, but the summer before that, like the summer right after I moved back home, it was really difficult for me and the kids too. We were huffing and puffing and all that. And yeah, I'm really proud of myself. But I'm going to have to get up and start moving as much as I would love to sit and soak it in. I've only been hiking on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays now. And I do my DDPY 2 to 3 times on my other days off. And once you get your hiking legs If you don't hike on a regular basis, your legs start to ache. Not an ache like a hurt, but an ache like, get on the trail, girl. It's very hard to explain. But yeah, I'm constantly dreaming of being out here. When I'm at home, I'm constantly dreaming of being on the trail. And right now, my lifestyle is not suitable for me just to go off hiking somewhere. I've got kids. I got to make sure their homework's done. Both of them are having just a slightly little bit bump in the road at school. So now I have to put extra attention there. I got to make sure the house is clean. I got to make sure that I get my work hours in so I can have the money to pay the bills. I got to make sure I work my other side jobs so I can have money for groceries and clothes and whatever else the kids need. And all that stuff pulls me away from being out here. And it's not that I want to hike by myself, because I don't. I would love to find more people to hike with. I just, you know, everybody that I want to hike with, they either have health issues, like there's something wrong with their leg, or I don't know, you know, it's really hard for people to hike 5 miles if you have not built up the endurance to do that. Or if you got a little extra more weight on you and you can't seem to, you know, get yourself motivated to go. I've already done all that part myself. And honestly, I have issues with my left leg. The whole muscle area around my knee has bothered me since I was a child. And I didn't have health insurance when I was a kid, you know, because my parents were the working poor. They were blue collar. And I do remember going to a doctor about it once. And not much was said or done. But I still have the same issue. And now it's kind of, you know, it's a lot better now that I move it and I exercise it. But when I don't, since I need to hike more, because as long as I'm moving, I am good. I really am. Now, I'm pretty lucky because one of my side jobs is Instacart. I grocery shop for people and deliver groceries. And people look at me like I'm nuts in the store because I walk around that store pushing that cart with all kinds of stuff in it, huffing and puffing and trying to see how fast I can go. I don't really care what people think about that. Or, you know, people think I'm crazy in the store doing that, whatever. I do get a good workout in. There's been a couple times where I've had to drive on the tip top of mountains and couldn't make it up the driveway. So I've had to park and carry groceries up huge incline driveways, which, you know, is good for me because I need the workout. Every little bit counts. Just remember that. And the only thing you really got to do is put one foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other to start. Just start. Just do it. Don't confuse your mind with counting numbers right away. Don't count miles right away. If you're trying to eat better, focus on eating better. Don't count calories. I went from February of 2022, all the way up until a couple weeks ago, not weighing myself. Was I disappointed when I weighed myself? Myself, yes, I was. I did not lose as many pounds as I thought I did. But the muscle that I've gained, I probably gained as many pounds as I've lost. I do know that I've lost a hell of a lot of inches. I mean, you can just tell in my pictures, the scale is your enemy. It really is. For some people, they lose a bunch of pounds first. But people like me, I lose inches first. And I build muscle first. And the pounds come off slowly. The doctor can't answer why. Nobody can answer why. So I'm just going to forget about, you know, worrying about that and let my DDPY app worry about it. That's why I pay for it to be there. That thing can hold the numbers. I'm not going to. All right, I'm going to get up. I have got to start walking again. I guess I'm going to take the Metcalf Bottoms Trail out and walk up the road to my van and then go to my spot. Let's see how long it takes me. Here, I want to show y'all. Now, just looks like leaves. Looks like somebody walked through the leaves, but take a closer look. Those are snout marks. And they're chilling up the ground, looking for food. Do you know what it is? Any ideas? Yeah, I know. This thing was busy too. Check it out. I was looking for something to eat. That, yeah, is from a wild boar. All right, half a mile to the Cap Bottoms picnic area, and then probably another half a mile to my van. Let's get her done. So at this point, you know, I've seen a really beautiful stream area. In the summertime, there's a lot of stuff that's covered up with leaves, so you really cannot see how majestic the views are. But wait until I show you what I stumbled upon. Check this out. That right there is a piece of raw fish. That wild boar found himself a fish, and he ate it, and he put some leftovers on the bridge, which I am really surprised about. Usually they're hungry things. Yeah, that didn't take me no time at all. So it is time officially to start bumping it up for me, which it's winter time, so I mean, it's the end of November. Anyway, it's going to get cold up here. Excuse me. This part of the mountains usually stays pretty decent. All the snow accumulation happens the further you go up. And that's towards Cherokee, which is another favorite place of mine. That side, I have not explored too much of that at all. I went to Andrews Bald and did that. And I've driven over the mountain, you know, a lot of times, and camped in Cherokee, seen the Indian Museum and all that stuff. I love it. But it sucks because in the wintertime when I have the urge to go see that part, I can't drive over the mountain. So I'm stuck driving an hour and a half, you know, on the interstate, which I don't like to do. Anyway, everything is absolutely beautiful. It had been really cold here past few days. This morning, I don't know, I think it's probably about 40 degrees right now. And none of that shit matters when you're hiking. I mean, your body temperature just, it demands the jacket off. And I've got long sleeves on too, and it's too much. So now at least I know what I can tolerate. And this temperature is really easy for me. My toes are a little cold. I got a decent pair of socks on, basic tennis shoes. I don't have no name brand stuff, no hiking brand stuff, or any of that. Just normal run-of-the-mill stuff. You don't have to have all kinds of fancy gear to start hiking and moving. You just have to put one foot in front of the other and go. All right, I'm going to head to my van